This is a little rant. I think, I think Democrats and Republicans are both equally stupid. It is really right wing versus left wing because they're the same bird for real. Like, I just realized both Democrats and both Republicans are extremely hypocritical. First situation was with Charlie Kirk. I didn't like him getting assassinated. Did I know much about him before he died? No. Now, the people who got fired from their jobs, right, and arrested as well because they were calling for the threats of other conservatives, right? That was warranted, right? You don't be saying stuff online without like consequences socially, right? Now, at the same time, those conservatives who are laughing and carrying on and celebrating the fact that they got fired are also the same people who try and defend others for saying the N-word online and getting called out for it. I've seen it personally firsthand. I've seen conservatives get mad that someone got called out and reported to their jobs because they said the N-word online and called somebody like an N-word lover online. They're going out their way to defend that evil person. They're both people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death and that are evil. But I realized how dumb it is, from the conservative side. They only care about freedom of speech and freedom of consequences when it benefits them. They'll celebrate when it benefits them. They'll get upset when it doesn't. Now, another thing, this Maduro situation. This thing is so stupid, and this shows how much of hypocrisy that Democrats have. They're complaining about Trump. I don't care about Trump. I really don't. I don't like him. I don't care for him. He's just another Jewish puppet. Now, here's the thing. They were complaining about Trump being authoritarian. They had all these crazy protests. Some of them got a bit violent and all this crap, complaining about him being authoritarian and all this stuff. Then these guys are going out of their way to try and defend Maduro. Now, there's a big underlying thing with that Maduro situation, but these people, there was a lot of them talking about free Maduro, let him go, all this stuff. They're talking about why are Venezuelan people celebrating that Maduro is gone. This nigga was an authoritarian president. He was a dictator, basically. This guy was an actual dictator, like what the Democrats were complaining about. And I see this as like, y'all are hypocrites. I feel like this is them, and I could see that it's only them complaining when it's Trump involved. Even Biden had it out for Maduro. He just didn't execute. So I think it's just hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy on both sides. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, this situation with Nicki Minaj and the deportation shit, I think it's evil. I think it's another showing of hypocrisy on the Democrat side. People on the Democrat side, they don't like deportation and stuff like that. Let me grab this stick real quick. Something to hold on to. They don't like deportation. They think nobody's illegal on stolen ground. But then when Nicki Minaj goes against their grain and goes against what they believe in deporting her. That's another sign of hypocrisy on that side. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that Democrats are like that and liberals are like that. Now, if you are already, let me think about it. I think it's ridiculous. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous. It's annoying as well. And now, here's the thing. With conservatives, that really pisses me off. Healthcare. When it comes to healthcare and the prices of healthcare is too expensive. Housing is too expensive. Everything is too expensive. But conservatives would go out their way to bootlick these billionaires and say you don't deserve it just because you're working at a medium wage job. People used to be able to work a medium wage job and not have to struggle so much just to afford an apartment. I think conservatives are some of the ultimate bootlickers of billionaires. And Democrats do that too. I'm gonna get to that. But it's ridiculous. In countries like Israel, right? They don't have to struggle to get healthcare. Healthcare isn't much of an issue to get, and it's good healthcare. In America, we should be having the same benefits that people in Israel have, but we are so interested in other stuff that is none of our business. Like, I just don't understand why do conservatives go out the way to say, oh, healthcare shouldn't be free, healthcare shouldn't be this, healthcare shouldn't be that. Healthcare and every single thing in this world should be affordable. I shouldn't have to work 3-4 odd jobs that are all full-time just to be able to afford an apartment. Okay? I should be able to work a specialist job, something that isn't too insane, like maybe a manager role at T-Mobile or a team shift leader at McDonald's, and be able to afford living. I should be able to afford that. I should be able to afford a slight car payment. Cars shouldn't even be this expensive. I should be able to afford a $400 car payment, rent, utilities, food, clothing, and to go out maybe once in a while, maybe once a week. I shouldn't have to struggle this hard, work this many jobs, and have to do this just to survive. I should be able to work a job that makes $50,000 a year, and I should be able to live comfortably. Not extremely rich and wealthy, like an extremely rich or wealthy person. I should be able to make 50 grand a year and not have to worry about a car payment or worry to eat or worry about having to live paycheck to paycheck. I should be able to afford that and have money being put away every single month. I think it's ridiculous. And then there's a lot of conservatives that are like, welcome to the real world, all this garbage. And I think conservatives are definitely out of touch when it comes to that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous how out of touch conservatives are. They're weirdos. I think they're weirdos just as much as Democrats. Now, on the Democrat side, it's simple. They want to mooch off of the government. Given an exception for disabled people or people that are mentally ill, which is still a disability, I think if you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't try and contribute to society, own a business, sell a product, or do something useful with yourself, you don't eat, you don't survive. If you're perfectly able-bodied to do something, do it. And if not, don't expect people to go and help you. I think if when you fall on hard times, people should be there to help you, but you shouldn't have to mooch off of the government. Conservatives think we should have to work ourselves to the bone for everything, and then Democrats don't think we should be working at all. And that's bad. Okay? Okay? It's ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think both sides are equally stupid. I think it's actually insane how much hypocrisy is on both sides. Forgot what else I was going to come back to, but it's just ridiculous. Everybody, well, I wouldn't say everybody, Democrats and conservatives bootlick their favorite billionaires when the time comes. All right, it's ridiculous. They're both insufferable. Democrats are so, and liberals are so focused on stuff that doesn't matter. They want to defend this and this and that. And then conservatives are the same way. Like, I think it's ridiculous. I'm not against immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. I don't know what makes it so hard for the Democrats to figure out about that. It's illegal for a reason. There's so many uncivilized people that are trying to immigrate into this Western world. And I fully agree with that. And this is coming from a black man. And now at the same time, conservatives be doing too much. They celebrate these deportations when it's really just sad in general. It's just sad. I think there should be another system to help these people become more civilized and to get into America easier. Same thing with all immigrants. Like, I've seen my grandma do it. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think, and then another thing, I'm a Christian, all right? I've been trying to repent. I've been trying to grow as a Christian. I've been trying to grow in the faith. And it's hard. Now, at the same time, as a conservative myself, I think Christians need to focus on making more conservatives Christian, because Christless conservatism is a plague. I think it's a plague. There's Brett Cooper talking about how she likes playing with dead spirits. We got Tucker Carlson shilling out to the Muslims. And then we got Ben Shapiro, and he's an Israeli. He's a Jew. How can I trust a Jew? And how can I trust a Muslim? And that's another thing that's going on. Muslims are trying to get buddied with Christians. I don't have hatred for Muslims. I love Muslims. I love Jews. But what they're doing is evil. They follow cults. They're basically cult followers. That is going to be the truth no matter what people say. All right? The issue is that we need to get more conservatives onto the Christian side. Christless conservatism will mark the death of America if we don't keep this in check. I'm a Christian nationalist. I don't play those games. We should be or is a Christian nation. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got stuff to do. And if we keep letting this division continue and don't realize the truth, it's gonna be game over.